Hey guys, what is going on? Today I wanted to share with you stock news updates on electric vehicle company Mullen Automotive, ticker MULN. Now, just with the most recent month, we've seen Mullen Automotive drop with its share price by about 50%. What's driving the share price to go down? Do we foresee the reverse split happening in the coming days or weeks? It's likely imminent that this will happen. We can't continue to see Mullen Automotive share drop below the sub 15 cents. Currently, it's at 13 cents right now. And just knowing that the company has an extension to the Nasdaq market with the rule of being above $1 share price range, I find it very unlikely that there's not going to be no reverse split and that this is really going to be coming very soon. The question is, will it happen in the next month or so? I'm thinking that it's going to happen very soon because the CEO, David, is not able to keep up with the continual risk that the company is taking right now. But I'll dive deep and share with you reasons why Mullen Automotive, its share price is dropping so much right now. Now, if you're new to this channel, I would really appreciate you hitting the like and subscribing for more related content, where the goal here is to really add value in the investor community, where we can learn and get better with the investment community. Let's get started, guys. Now, we're actually looking here at the price of Mullen Automotive. Just looking at it from a year-to-date perspective, we see Mullen Automotive dropping by about close to 60%. As we zoom in further, within a 1 month range, this was hovering at one point in February, 25 cents, now down all the way to 13 cents. If you scale back even further, back in January, it ran up to about mid 40 cents. And now at the sub 13 cents, the question is, will it go up? What will happen at this point on? But as we look at it from a 1 year perspective, it's dropped by about 95%, where back in 2022 of March, we see it hovering at like $3. What's really driving this electric vehicle company that's based out in Southern California to drop so much, right? Well, I'm seeing just continual dilution of the company. And when we continue to see retail investors and institutional investors investing into this company and the company diluting its shares to pay off debt, this is what really just drives more risk. And the fact that Mullen Automotive is not making any sales right now, generating revenue, it doesn't have any positive return on cash flow. And that's really the risk that this company is taking, even though the CEO is buying out other companies, getting patents in place. The fire that the company is playing with is really competitors going at a rapid speed. Now, I wanted to share with you this article here where there's price predictions of Mullen hitting $23 in 2024. Is this even possible, right? I mean, Fintel is estimating that the stock will hit $23 per share. Now, from a contrarian perspective, right, that would equate to about a 15,000% growth. I mean, it's hard enough to get to like $3 back to its prior resistance, but why is Fintel forecasting Mullen to surpass $20 per share? I would think either a reverse split, limiting the amount of shares available for outstanding shares, would likely get Mullen to $20 and be able to get above the $1 minimum for the Nasdaq market. But this is just a huge increase, right? 1,500% increase in order to get to that level of trajectory. I find it unlikely for that to happen, and with the company currently in danger of getting delisted from the Nasdaq after missing its deadline to hit $1 per share, I see a reverse split happening very soon. And will Mullen Automotive get bought out by another company? It's quite possible. I wanted to share with you another article here, how whether Mullen Automotive is this a investment to consider. And the company is basically playing with several irons in the fire, and it will only take one, to get the business in gear while it works on the rollout of its flagship model. Now, the CEO strategy is to assemble vehicles for offshore manufacturers to produce revenue and fund the company's advance. The latest news is an agreement with Quantu Motors that settles a long-standing dispute and paves the way for another Mullen model to hit the roads. Now, the benefit is that with Quantu Motors, it's a China-based company that produced the Dragonfly for 2 years before halting and ending Mullen's plans. The supercar Dragonfly, this is an electric sports car that can accelerate from 0 to 50 within a matter of 2 seconds and reach a top speed of over 200 miles per hour. This sounds very promising, right, with its intellectual property, but now we need to see revenue. We need to see Mullen actually sell vehicles. This sounds like a compelling story, but it's not until you put this into practicality to actually see cars being sold, that's when Mullen will be able to change its trajectory. Now, Mullen also has initiatives with rolling out vehicles in the van space, right? With iGo rolling out in Europe recently as well. That's great news there. But it all comes down to how Mullen is able to bring its share price from 13 cents up, right? And I really think that a forecast reverse split is going to happen, whether it's going to be April or May. That's my forecast here. And just acquiring Quantu Motors Dragonfly K50 in North and South America and paying $6 million for this litigation, this means Mullen will likely continue to dilute shares. And will we see the amount of dilution up to 5 billion? It's very possible right now. Let's say if you are bag holding, right, or if you're thinking about investing, I would be very cautious as well, right? But of course, knowing that if you invest in this company, you're taking on risks with the understanding that there can be potential high rewards as well. Now, where is all this money going to be coming from to pay off all the liabilities? It's really going to be coming from us as retail investors with the equity that the company has gained from all these investments. But overall, do I foresee Mullen being a good investment? I mean, if you look at it from a technical standpoint, right, its relative strength index is way oversold. Will we see a 1, 2x, 5x? It cannot be excluded. However, just based on the overall company's trajectory right now, it's looking very high risk, and we need some type of news, whether it's going to be a big buyout for Mullen Automotive to change its story. But overall, when you look at the entire EV space, right, you see a lot of cars stocks right now. It's just been underperforming, and I do foresee that the pendulum will switch at one point. We just can't time when. So that's my forecast with Mullen Automotive, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to leave your comments and questions down below. Thank you, guys.